Hey guys, Jaws the Shark Reviews here, and today we're going to be taking a look at the Transformers Studio Series Gamer Edition Deluxe class War for Cybertron Sideswipe. So here he is in his Cybertronian car mode, and yeah, so before we take a look at the figure, as we always do, we must take a look at the packaging. So here it is, and yeah, so as you can see, it's the standard Gamer Edition box style, or Studio Series really in general, but yeah. Starting off here, you have a pretty nice looking render of Sideswipe right there from the War for Cybertron video game. And yeah, he's Gamer Edition number 07. And you got this right down here. Transformers, you get the logo for War for Cybertron right here and right up here. And on the side right here, you get, again, the number and just a zoomed in shot here of the render that they chose. And he's the Deluxe class. On the side here, get the Gamer Edition logo and a more zoomed out shot of Sideswipe. And this is an authentic Transformer figure. And yeah, now this is video game inspired. And the name of his backdrop is Save Zeta Prime. Get some renders here, 24 steps to convert. And here's a little bio right there, so if you want to pause and read that, go ahead. And right here, get the backdrop. And all this right down below here. And this is pretty much all there is beneath the packaging. It's pretty much the same on all these Studio Series figures. Once you've seen one, you've seen them all. So yeah, so anyways, yeah, let's get back to Sideswipe himself. So here he is in his alt mode, and yeah, I do quite dig it. So yeah, but anyways, let's take a look right here, close-up look of Sideswipe in alt mode. And yeah, pretty nice and sleek. Only complaints are, wish maybe there's just a little more paint in certain areas, but then again, that's kind of a complaint I have with some of these Transformer Hasbro figures. I know they're on the budget, these are main retail figures, but still, I mean, maybe a little more we need, but I mean, for this guy, I think it looks fine as is. And I'm glad that they didn't use any clip-on wheels for him. I mean, yeah, sure, these ones are like pinned on and stuff, but I mean, at least, like, usually when they do those clip-on wheels, I mean, first of all, they're a lot more distracting, and secondly, they typically don't paint them, so, yeah, at least with this guy, they didn't do that, so that's good. And yeah, here's the side, here's the front, and top here, again, About logo, tampographed right on the hood, and you get silver here, and silver right over here as well. This will become the torso for his robot mode. And here's the bottom. So yeah, overall, pretty nice and clean, compact. And yeah, I do really like the spoiler that they have right here too. It's pretty nice. So yeah, now anyways, for accessories, he only comes with one, and that is his rifle right here. And yeah, so in order to store it here in alt mode, there's a slot right on here on the roof of the car, and there's this tab right here on the rifle, and then you can just simply just plug that in, and there you go. So now I can shoot some cons or whatever, any enemies of his while he's in car mode. I think it looks pretty cool here. Yeah, and some of these car mode, or like not even just car mode, but just all mode storage things in general. I mean, some of the time they look ridiculous, but it sounds like these were they look pretty awesome. But yeah, let's remove that right now, and I think that might be it. Or actually, no, never mind. They could store it there. You store it back here. I'm not sure. Yeah, I think up here is the only place to store it. I mean, it's the only logical place to put it. I mean, why wouldn't you put it up there? Oh wait, no, you could put it right here, close to the hood. Alright, I think it's more towards the windshield. But there's a slot right there, and you just put this there. But honestly, this looks a lot cooler. But yeah, so that's pretty much it there for the accessory storage. So let's get right down to the alt mode size comparisons. So starting off here is with Big Boss Optimus Prime. There he is with Bumblebee. And last but not least, here he is with Cliff Jumper. So yeah, those are all the Gamer Edition Autobots that we got so far. Yeah, pretty nice. It's cool that we're getting more of these War for Cybertron and Fall of Cybertron game characters, because I don't know, it's really nice to see these designs make a comeback, since, you know, they're probably one of the best designs that we've ever gotten from Transformers, so, at least in my opinion. So, yeah, now anyways, let's get right down to the transformation for this guy. So starting off, you just want to lift up the spoiler up to there, and then next you just want to pop open this area right here. There we go. And want to do the same thing right here. Or actually, it hasn't really gotten out yet, because right here is the forearms, and they tab into these panels, so we'll just leave them off to the side for now. Until then, next you just want to split open this back section right here, and then after that you just want to flip up the front section of the car, and then just flip up these little panels right here, and there we go. And then from there you can just simply, then I think you can fully untab these panels here. They're real pain in the butt to get out, but come on. And hold on a second. Okay, sorry about that. Yeah, these panels really love to stick to these tabs right here. I mean, you can already see the paint on the tab, this tab right here, already coming off thanks to that. So I might need to shave down the tabs just a little notch. But yeah, so then next you just want to just rotate, or not rotate, but kind of hinge down or hinge up the foot right here. And there's that. The next, yeah, just do the same thing right here. And straighten out the leg, flip back the foot, and then you're going to close up these back panels like that. Or actually, before you do that, you want to kind of rotate around these little sections right here, and then have them aligned with the back panel. So there's these sort of like notches here that go into those slots, and you want to have it all aligned properly, so that way you can close that up, and there you go. So then next what you want to do is just want to rotate around these side leg panels, and then there's these tabs here on the side of was the lower leg, and that goes into the slot right there. And there we go. Now, unfortunately, even though like these stay on pretty tight to the forearms, on here though, these tabs, they don't like to stay on very much, so that's kind of ironic. But yeah, there we go. Now we got the legs done, and yeah. So next, what you want to do is you just want to rotate around the waist there, and then bring down these sections right here. Then you're going to sort of pull down the torso section like that, and then next bring back the spoiler and then swivel it around, and after that you just want to flip out the head right here, and so there's this tab right here that goes into the slot right there, and there we go. And then after that, just bring up this front section right here of the car, and then you're just gonna kind of put this back right here. I don't know if there's like a spot that has to stay in. Oh yeah, right here. There's like little notches here that go into these slots, and there we go. Don't really stay in there, but just mostly sit there. So yeah, then next you just want to flip out the fists from inside the forearms, and just do that. And then after that you want to bring up the torso here. So for the first step is you just want to put this section all the way back, and then flip this up, and and then I'll tab in right in there. And after that, you just want to bring down these gray pieces and then like slide them in, sorta. Actually, yeah, first you just want to just leave that open, and then those little notches in there are where you can insert the edges of these parts. And squeeze that all together. Got that, alright, and then let's close up, and there you go. So that should be all secure now. So yeah, now the final step that we have to do is there's like these little slots, and there's like tabs right here that go into said slots, and tab in so that locks those wheels into place. And there you go. So once you got that all done, there you guys have Sideswipe in his robot mode. I gotta say, I mean, while he's kind of just an average deluxe Autobot figure, at least design-wise, I'd say he still looks pretty nice. Yeah, I quite dig him. Yeah, so there's that. Let's do a quick 360-degree turnaround there, and yeah. Alright, so let's take a look at the head sculpt right here. Very nice. It's definitely accurate to the games, and you can really see the G1 inspiration right there. I mean, it's almost a full-blown G1 Sideswipe head, just with a little bit of some modifications. And yeah, there's his torso from before. And yeah. Unfortunately, just like with a lot of these Transformer figures from Hasbro, there's not a lot of paint on the legs. Like, at least when they do have the paint, it's always like on the top half, but then the bottom half they just give up, sorta. And yeah, and the legs are probably the ugliest part, especially with the feet, if you see them right there. Because I remember when this guy was first being leaked, like before the photos were out, there's like some descriptions of what he looked like, and they mentioned the feet looked terrible and everything. And when this guy was actually officially, well, not officially revealed, but like when there was first photos of him, I'm like, okay, the feet don't look great, but you know, they're not that bad, right? I think they mentioned not just the feet, but they said the legs are terrible or whatever. I mean, yeah, these legs aren't perfect, but like they're bearable, right? I mean, they're not, you know, like annoying me or anything. Especially without how they look. Again, the only downside is just the feet and stuff, but I mean, I could live with it. If you look from the front, it looks alright, but from the side, yeah, it looks ugly, but yeah. Now the back here, I have a little bit of a backpack, but that's accurate to the games. And yeah, so, yeah, now anyways, for the articulation, head is on a ball joint, so it can move side to side. Can only look up this much, and then down that far. Shoulders. Why is this? Is this how this is designed? That's kind of weird. There's like, when I put it up like this, there's kind of like a bit of a force there that's kind of stopping it, so I have to put it all the way around like that. And it's odd, but I guess you can kind of get a full 180-degree rotation there. And the shoulders can only move outwards that far. So yeah, unfortunately shoulders aren't the best on this guy, but yeah, biceps do swivel. There is a bend at the elbow, pretty nice one at that. And the wrists do not swivel, but they can move in and out like that. There is a waist swivel, or movement. You move all that kibble back there, and there you go. Legs can kick up this far, back that far, but again, if you move back the kibble, you can move it to at least this much, and they can spread out about that much right there. And there's a thigh swivel right here, and a bend at the knee, and no ankle pivots, but the feet can only move forwards like this, and that's kind of it, yeah. It's funny because like the articulation everywhere else, I mean, aside from there not being any wrist swivels, like it's pretty fine, you know, for deluxe. And then when we get to the legs here, especially the lower part, then they just, I don't know, they just like, you know what, nah. So yeah, no ankle pivots or no proper back and forth movement. So yeah, bit of a bummer, but is what it is. So yeah, so there's articulation. Overall kind of average. I mean, you know, it's not terrible, but it could be better. But yeah, so anyways, now for the accessories. Again, he comes with his gun. Now there's actually two ways he could hold it. I don't know if they show it on the box or in the instructions. Definitely not on the box. I don't recall the instructions I'm showing this, but he can hold it properly, but well, I guess he can hold it, but not properly. So the only way he can hold it is if you use this tab right here. It's like perfect enough to fit inside of his 5mm port hand right here, and so yeah, you can hold it in like this, and it does stay in, but it's kind of odd because the magazine's is sticking out here to the side, like even though it should be at the bottom. But yeah, but the way Hasbro wants you to have it is by removing his right forearm, and just like with the other Gamer Edition figures, this is the only forearm that is removable. So, but anyways, yeah, you just want to take this off right here. It's on pretty tight, but there we go. So, yeah, you just want to have this attached right in here. Now, even though this does have like that shaved kind of peg right there, as you can see, this can fit in like either like way you put it in, because sometimes like with the Optimus Prime, I remember, or was it I forgot, it was one of them. I think it might have been Megatron. Like the hole like was like on the actual cannon or whatever. It was kind of like flanned out like in one area. But this guy, it's like a perfect circle, so you can fit in whichever way you want. So, yeah, once you attach it in right there, there's Sideswipe with his gun. Again, yeah, this is the more proper configuration, because, you know, now the magazine's at the bottom, but it still kind of looks a bit weird, because it gives his arm like a bit of a lanky feel, but you know, not bad. So, yeah, now let's bring back in his right forearm. For some reason, it's like really tight. There you go. Okay, so now for the robot mode size comparisons. Here he is with Optimus Prime. Here he is with Bumblebee. Again, another instance of being a little bit of a pain in the butt to stand these figures up. Yeah, there you have those two together, and last but not least, here he is with Cliff Jumper, another Red Autobot. So, there you guys have the robot mode size comparisons. And before we conclude the review, we'll just take a look at his backdrop. So yeah, here it is. It looks pretty cool. And yeah, so yeah, Steel Series, Gamer Edition 07, and Transformers Gamer Edition right here on the right. And right down here, there's the War for Cybertron logo. And yeah, so I'll just place Sideswipe right here. So there you go, just for those who like to collect these backdrops. So there you guys have my review for the Transformers Studio Series Gamer Edition Deluxe Class War for Cybertron Sideswipe. And you know, I gotta say, he's a pretty nice figure. There's nothing really too special about him. I mean, he's kind of, you know, your run-of-the-mill deluxe class Transformers Hasbro figure. But you know, I mean, he's just got some okay posability. I mean, like up until you get to like the ankles and stuff, like around the area, then it's like, okay, this is kind of garbage. But everything beforehand's pretty neat. Again, I do like his rifle accessory. You know, again, it's cool that, you know, just like in the video games, you can like have it like his forearm turn into, well, I guess, well, you can't manually do with this, but like you can pretend that, you know, like his forearm transforms into his rifle. I mean, so I mean, that's cool. But still, even with all that, he's just kind of your, you know, your basic run-of-the-mill deluxe class figure. So yeah, nothing really much to write home about with him, but still a pretty nice pickup, you know, especially if you're a fan of War for Cybertron or also a fan of Sideswipe. So yeah, pretty nice update. I don't have the original figure, but I do have the Jazz figure, which uses the same mold, and you know, it's not a bad mold or anything, but I'd say this is definitely an upgrade. But yeah, only complaints are lack of posability in the feet, aside from, well, you know, this. And also, I mean, he doesn't have any wrist holes too, so that's a bit of a shame. It'd be nice if there's also more paint too around the legs and also in alt mode, but aside from all those things, I think it's a pretty neat little figure, so yeah, that's pretty much all I got to say about here with the Sideswipe. So yeah, so anyways guys, make sure you guys like, subscribe, comment, share for more, and comment down below what you guys think of this figure. So yeah, anyways guys, as always, till all are one.